Hey guys, and welcome back to another Red Crucible Firestorm video. Kingy here as always, and today we'll be taking a look at the brand new Stalinizer G. Now before we get into the video, I just want to mention a few things. I know that they're not related to RCF, but I find it to be pretty cool, so I'm going to share it. I actually still play Pokemon Go, and today I caught my first Mewtwo, one of the first ones more or less in the United States, so, you know, pretty cool. I mean, it had like 78% IV, so pretty bad, but Mewtwo's a Mewtwo. I'll take it. Also, against the current, my favorite band just dropped a song on League of Legends channel. Yeah. For those of you who don't know, I really doubt that you don't know this, but League of Legends is a huge game, and they have world championships every single year. And, you know, they release a song for the championships, like starting in 2014 with Imagine Dragons. They made a song with them, which was pretty cool because only a few years ago Against the Current was just a really small band, and now they're making songs with League of Legends. I mean, that's pretty insane to me. Now, I'm sure you guys don't really care about that, so let's get into why you're here. You're here to see the Stalinizer G and my review on it. So let's take a look at the model first. I mean, it's obviously a PPSH submachine gun, and, well, RGS just threw a black skin on it, and it looks pretty nice. They added a silencer, a laser attachment, and a reflex sight. Now on the skin, you can also see the Soviet Union symbol over here, and, well, they modernized the weapon, and to be honest, it looks pretty good. I mean, making it completely black was a nice choice, in my opinion. Well, my character is also almost completely black, so goes with my character. And if we take a look at its predecessor, the actual PPSH, which you also have in game as a legendary weapon, well, they have the exact same statistics, with one exception: the range. The Stalinizer G has half the range of the PPSH. And why is that? Well, there's a few obvious reasons. Now, the PPSH is obviously a legendary weapon. You can only get it from the legendary chest in the store. One chest is 500 honor points, or I believe 50 gold, last time I checked. And it also has the Luger in it, which is a, just so you guys can see, a pistol. Not a bad pistol. Pretty good. It's okay, actually. But let's get back to the Stalinizer G. Now, comparing to the PPSH again, it has half the range. Why? It's because the Stalinizer G, as you guys can see over here, has attachments. It has a reflex light, reflex light, and a silencer. Now, those are pretty big. I mean, silencers, well, that's a no-brainer. You won't show up on the enemy map, and then a reflex sight just makes life easier. Ignore those YouTube notifications. Yeah, I mean, stats-wise, it's pretty nice. The only reason why it, got nerfed from the PPSH is because, well, it's a legendary weapon. People spend hundreds of thousands of honor points trying to get the PPSH, or, even like 500 honor points. Like, some people are really lucky to just get it on the first friggin' try. I spent like 75,000 honor points trying to get this, if I remember correctly. I'm not completely sure, but the PPSH, after I got it, was one of my favorite weapons in this game. I loved the iron sights, really easy to use. Stability was pretty decent, and, it was basically just a buff to Reaper. Now, let's compare the Stalinizer G to the Reaper G. Not the Reaper. The Reaper G. Now, Reaper G just has better accuracy and much better stability and a slower reload speed, so not all that different. Now, let's jump into some gameplay. The first thing that's up is the damage test. Obviously, it's a one-shot kill to the head and a 3-shot kill to the chest. That's standard with just about any tier 12 weapon. Now, let's take a look at his recoil. Now, recoil-wise, overall, the recoil is actually pretty high, unfortunately. Hipfire, it's also rather inaccurate, just like the PPSH. And, well, when I'm controlling the recoil, it's it takes a little getting used to. The recoil is pretty high, so you have to keep dragging your mouse down, which can be annoying, and you know, that's the reload speed. Now, compared to the PPSH, which is, by the way, one of my favorite guns in RCF, this weapon can definitely hold its own. I mean, it has the exact same stats as the PPSH, which is actually pretty insane to me, because the PPSH, it's a legendary weapon. People have spent thousands and thousands of honor points, maybe even the hundreds of thousands of honor points, trying to get that weapon, chasing it down, or thousands of gold trying to get it. And why would you even try to get the PPSH when you can definitely get the Stalinizer guaranteed for 100,000 honor points or 1,000 gold? Like, why go for the PPSH? You might not even get it, no matter how much money you spend on that chest. Because the Stalinizer G is the exact same weapon. It even has a silencer, and it even has a reflex sight on it. I mean, what else could you ask for? The only difference between the Stalinizer G and the PPSH, stats-wise, is that it has half the range of the PPSH. I mean, that's pretty insane. But range doesn't even matter, as you can see here. I just took out 2 snipers with the Stalinizer G before they could even react. So, seriously, why go for the PPSH when you can get this gun? It's pretty amazing. 3-shot kill, high fire rate, high, well, not high, but really fast reload speed. And the reflex sight, to be honest, looks pretty good. The only drawback of this weapon is that although it doesn't say that its magnification is really that high, it's actually pretty high for an assault rifle, not assault rifle, but, you know, SMG. I mean, compared to the PPSH, to be honest, this weapon does give the illusion that it has a much higher recoil than a PPSH. The reason for that probably is because of the scope, so, you know, it magnifies a bit more, even though it doesn't really say that in the stats. So there's a bit more of a kick to this weapon than the PPSH has. So it does take a little bit of getting used to. I mean, my kill to death ratios while recording this, to be honest, weren't that great. But, you know, the fact that I haven't played RCF in like maybe 3 months consistently probably didn't help at all. My aim was a bit off too, so yeah, there's that. But all in all, if you're looking for a good, like, weapon, a good SMG that you really want, the Stalinizer G might just be for you. I mean, if you have the Wasp G or the Vortex G already and you're getting tired of using it over and over again in every single match, you might want to consider going for the Stalinizer G. It has a higher fire rate and a higher, well, larger magazine capacity. And to be honest, it looks great. I mean, I love the gun model, but it's an okay gun. I mean, to be honest, if I owned this weapon, which I don't, I rented this, if you guys didn't know, I probably wouldn't use it that much, to be honest. I'd rather use the PPSH. It's just easier to use. Well, that's about it, guys. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Whatever that might be.